So what I'm about to share with you guys in this video is something I absolutely wish I had 5 to 6 years ago when I was trying to get started with building a digital marketing agency and frankly just trying to make money online. I had no idea what I was doing and I really wish someone had created videos like this with what I'm going to show you on how I grew my digital marketing agency from $0 in monthly recurring revenue to just over $15,000 in a time span of 1 year. And then adding even more to it where we're at now, which is currently $26,000 in monthly recurring revenue. My agency's name is Landscape Marketing Pros. You can go and check us out. If you're getting info from someone who's discussing things regarding a marketing agency or some other type of business, be sure to check out if you can actually find their business and not just a talking head fake guru that is giving you advice that they took from someone else that is basically all in theory. They have no actual experience to back it up. So just be wary of those things and be skeptical of going into it. Can you actually check out their business? Do they actually own the business they're discussing? That sort of stuff. So by the way, if you want to get more advanced training on how we attract, close, and retain clients to build a multiple six-figure digital marketing agency that produces sustainable recurring revenue every single month, where you can achieve financial, time, and location independence, check out the links in the description as well as the pinned comment beneath this video. And so really the best way to explain how I went from 0 to 15K monthly recurring revenue in a year is incorporating my story and how I got to this point, which obviously I'm here in this Airbnb. This is not the normal place that I film from. And I've been at this place for a few days. Really cool spot, tall ceilings, which I really like, decorated really, really well. Right on lake as I'm looking out the window. So it's just a cool view and everything. Might throw up a couple pictures, but I didn't just get to this point overnight. And I want you to be able to stress that. That's why I put this in the video of 1 year. So don't expect this to happen in 30 days. I mean, there are people that will say 0 to 15K in 90 days or just some other crazy numbers like that. And if they can't show you the numbers of how they did it, then I would not take that information seriously. But so dialing in the first part of this with my story and kind of how I got things started was figuring out one traffic source for how you're going to get your clients results. So what do I mean by this? You have most agencies that are out there, and I was trying to do this at the beginning too. I was just a local marketing company. I just hoping to get a client. I just wanted someone to pay me $1,000 a month back at this time, 2016, 2017. Willing to work with anybody and everything. I'm cold calling roofers, cold calling siding contractors, getting hung up on it within 2 seconds of answering. And even here, you can see in the Facebook ad dashboard from an old account that I had. It goes back so far. This is 2016, 2017, 2018 when I was running these ads for trying to get clients on the marketing side with landscaping businesses. I even tried to do some with dentists. It never panned out. David was doing a little bit of e-commerce stuff. I was selling info products, and you can see this was dated back before the maximum timeline of what Facebook now shows you for the data. So well over 3 years ago, basically stepping up to the plate and striking out every single time, but I kept going. But I frankly had no idea what I was doing, and I was also trying to pitch other services. 2017, I watched a fake guru's webinar about how to do Facebook ads for businesses, and I work out a couple deals with some lawn companies to run their ads for free if they just buy the ad spend, and nothing converted and nothing ever worked. And I'm just going to all these different traffic sources. I'm trying to do e-commerce dropshipping with Facebook ads. What finally worked was when I realized, and you might be good with Facebook ads if you're watching this, and that might work great for your business and the companies that you're going to work for as well. But in my experience, what worked best was Google search, specifically the organic side especially, and if a client wants to really ramp things up, the ads as well. The way I look at things with what local businesses, and specifically in the niche that we're working in, landscape contractors, with what they're selling, it's not that sexy. So to capture the attention on social media with Facebook, when there's all the political arguments and whatever else that people are scrolling and seeing, or on Instagram, which if you're targeting guys, I mean, heck, targeting anybody, you're competing with this. Very difficult to compete with that because both of those two things on social media hit super deep-rooted emotional things within people that you just will not stand a chance, and you're going to be spending a crap ton of money for leads that are really not even that interested. With Google search, YouTube search as well, people are typing exactly what they want. I want to buy a patio. I want to buy a retaining wall. I want to hire someone to come plow the parking lot of my office. That sort of stuff. Super, super buyer intent. You can get way more leads with much less path of resistance. So much better. So highly recommend figuring out one traffic source and dialing that in, streamline that. You'll become more efficient. You can get more stuff done. You'll be able to get results quicker and more predictable for your clients, and in turn become a much more profitable marketing agency. So the second key point is selecting a vertical to serve. So obviously we're discussing marketing agencies here. The goal of a marketing agency is to have a client come and pay you, let's say it's $2,000 a month, and you're able to help them make way more than that. Whether that's $5,000, $10,000, 15. Heck, some of our clients have made over $1 million in the first year working with us in sales growth. Now, obviously, they have costs of doing business and their payroll and that sort of stuff that goes into it, but the entire goal is to help them make more money. And so the best way that you can get your foot in the door is to become really good within one specific vertical. For me, this was landscaping. How I got the idea for this was I was scrolling through social media back in August 2017. So actually, right about 5 years ago this time, I saw a guy that was doing Roof Marketing Pros, I think was his company name. And I'm like, wait a second, this makes sense. Why don't I just do that? Why am I just doing local marketing, hoping I can get somebody local to me? Why don't I do this for landscaping companies and see what I can do with this YouTube channel that I already had started for my lawn care training program I had created, because I had a decent landscape business prior to this, and I had an ebook and then like a video course. And I kind of transitioned that channel into my company's name, Landscape Marketing Pros. We still post videos when I get a chance to. We have testimonial videos on there and a lot of different content on there that I share. And that's one of the biggest drivers for leads, because we're now one of the go-to authorities in the industry, and I think the largest marketing agency for landscaping on YouTube by a long shot, at least at the time that I'm filming this. I mean, I need to be more consistent on there so that we can continue this growth, but it's one of the biggest drivers of traffic to my agency site for prospects to book sales calls. And so this is something that you will absolutely want to do. Figure out some industry that you can focus in on. Check out the video that I did a while back on niche selection. It's going to help you get an idea of how to select the right one based on your experience. That's crucial. And then also make sure the sales are high enough of what your clients' customers purchase. So ideally well into the 4 figures. That way it's easy to justify a $2K a month investment. So as opposed to like let's say a cleaning service where one cleaning service, I don't know what they cost, $150 or something like that. It's very hard to justify that unless they are a big company, $1 million or plus in sales, and they know their numbers, they know their LTV. That's when that can work, but you don't want to be working with 200K companies selling $100 services. It's just it doesn't really work that well, especially if they have no online presence and you're trying to establish it and they're going in the red to purchase your service program. Not a good spot to be. So niching down is one of the best ways to go about it. So what I had done was leverage my network of people that I knew from my landscape business days. And so this was one guy that I went to school for horticulture with. Another one was someone I actually had gone to their partners that I went to high school with them, and we worked together on landscape projects. Like they would do the irrigation, my company would do the landscape hardscape stuff. And for almost a period of like 1 to 2 years, I finally got them to want to do a website. Did it for very, very, very cheap. This was one of the first times I was using Elementor. It was a very long and frustrating process to build the websites. But the results that they were able to achieve, because you're niche down, I knew it so well with the on page and being able to rank specific pages and I knew what was going to bring in a ton of work for them, worked. And I'm like, man, this is incredible. They had tons of leads, grew sales by hundreds of thousands of dollars, absolutely incredible. And so what I was able to do from there is I asked them, hey, would you be willing to do a testimonial video? I'll come up to your shop, we'll film it, I'll edit it. All you gotta do is just talk for 2 minutes. And as soon as I go home with the video, I put that all together, put it onto YouTube, put a crazy headline on there, put those videos on my agency's website instead of our language on the website saying, hey, we're this good, just hear from our clients. They'll sell that much because we're the go-to authority in the niche. And keep in mind, guys, this was in late 2020, early 2021, before I was even starting to sign clients on a service program, because I didn't even have a service program yet. I was website build and I was hoping to get SEO, and I didn't really know how to structure programs. And that's what the next point is. And that is having a very narrow, specific service program, maybe 1 to 2, maybe a third one is the two of them combined. I knew that it was within reach to build a multiple 5-figure, if not 6 or multiple 6-figure monthly recurring revenue business, because I had these results. And I know that I can replicate similar because I had the skill set in SEO and website building. And I had found a really good partner for white label ads to help the clients that wanted to go that route as well. So I stopped everything and I just focused on one thing only, nothing else. You see here on my YouTube channel, that's why I basically stopped posting for the longest time, is because I was focused solely on that, narrowing in service programs, getting clients coming in and closing those clients. And so what I was able to do from January 2021 to about May 2021, as I went from 0 to about 8K. And then a couple months later, they had actually shut off the ads because they were kind of booked out and they just didn't want to have ads. They just want to focus on the SEO because that was starting to work. And during this time, this is like midsummer, there's really not a whole lot of landscape contractors looking to get into marketing because that's kind of a focus that they do towards the end of the year, like October, November, December, January, February, when it's a little bit slower for them. And so it's kind of got that seasonal effect. So it actually worked out great because I was really able to dial in my sales process. And then come November, close a couple more clients, December close a bunch more, January close more, and $16,000 within 1 year of just starting up with that service program. Where because I had a really good offer, I knew how to do the sales process, had a really great script. And fast forward a couple more months after that, I'm at $28,000 monthly recurring revenue and stayed there for a little bit. We actually dropped just a little bit to 26 because we had a couple clients that were on the website SEO based plan, and they also were supplementing with ads to continue bringing in more and more leads to book out their cruise. And their cruise got booked out. So like, hey, can we turn off the ads? Like it's just too much. We can't even hire enough guys at the moment. So we just turn off that little bit of revenue and we just keep it rolling at about $26,000 monthly recurring revenue. And that's the power of having a really good offer with a really good script. I was able to take my business from literally nothing, barely able to scrape by, to making a little bit of money and then really dialing things in and making more money than I've ever made my entire life, buying myself my dream truck that I wanted for so many years. And the price is comparable to a Lamborghini Gallardo of that truck. I know it's not the most expensive. It's not a Bugatti Chiron or anything like that. However, it is one of the things that I've wanted for a long time. It's also very, very, very practical to have because of some of the things I want to purchase here in the future. And I'm not going to get into the future stuff with the plans. There's a lot more I want to achieve, other items and that sort of stuff. But that is how I basically grew that business. Was focusing on one traffic source when it came to the actual services fulfilled for the client, and even dialing into how I get clients. With actually bringing in leads for my agency, it's only YouTube and Google search and then a little bit of Facebook ad retargeting. That's it. So from the traffic sources to the niche selection, vertical selection, whichever terminology you want to use, and while becoming the authority in that specific vertical, narrowing in with 1 to 2 service programs, maybe 3 if it's a combination of those 2, and only sticking with that for a long time and dialing in your offer. Because if you can make an offer that will make someone realize like, wow, I'm an idiot for not purchasing this, I'm missing out on a goldmine opportunity, you will absolutely crush it. Because selling a done for you service is so much easier than you would think by a long shot. Because again, most business owners do not understand marketing. They don't understand the online side of things. If you're someone who's skilled in that and you can sell, the sky is truly the limit, and I am living proof of it. Obviously, with doing 26,000, that's really good. I'm really pumped. The margin's great. I want to do a whole lot more, but I want to do this video to share with you guys how I was able to grow from 0 to 15K in just 1 year's time. Again, this came after a couple of years of, actually a few years of struggling, and I did also learn a lot along that way in terms of like how businesses run and how taxes and business operations and fulfillment and a lot of different things I was able to learn the hard way. And I hope my story and how I was able to do this and get to the level that I'm at now helps you out in order to be able to get going on your journey with building your agency. So if you like this, appreciate it down below. Drop a like on this video. Go down below, hit that subscribe, click the bell for notifications so you know when all the newest content comes live as well. Also, be sure to check out the links in the description as well as the pinned comment down for additional training on how we attract, close, and retain clients to build a multiple 6-figure digital marketing agency that provides you a consistent, sustainable revenue that allows you to achieve financial, time, and location independence. And that comes all without cold calling, cold outreach, none of that nonsense. And that's all going to be in the first link in the description as well as the pinned comment. And with that, my name is Matt Wacek. Thanks for checking out my channel. We'll see you guys in the next video.